Hi, I'm Ellen Dean, but you can call me Nellie. I've worked at Wuthering Heights my whole life, and you know what that means. I've got the scoop.
We've got Edgar, the pushover with the fear of applesauce. Then there's Harrison, sweetheart who can't read.
Dog.
Young Catherine is our wild child with a heart of gold. And old Catherine is her mother, a diva with a mean streak. And then there's Isabella, sneaking out to see Heathcliff. Nothing new there. Linton is just a whiny crybaby. And finally, we have Heathcliff, the devil incarnate.
Now that you're all caught up, we're going to celebrate the series finale of The Real Housewives of Wuthering Heights by sitting down and chatting with some of our favorite family members while they recall some of their best and worst memories. Now let's bring in the ghost of Isabella. Isabel, it's so nice to finally see you again.
I missed you.
I missed you. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
How's the afterlife been treating you?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's a lot nicer not having Heathcliff up in heaven with me, if you know what I mean.
Speaking of Heathcliff, it seems that you two were doomed from the start, huh?
Yeah, I suppose we were. He really just drove a wedge between me and my sister-in-law, Catherine.
Yes, he did. Let's take a look.
Isabella, he has no soul. He's an awful person with no good qualities.
But I love him. I love him. Honestly, she's being ridiculous. I love Heathcliff more than she loves Edgar.
He will tear you apart with his devilish ways and rip your innocence to shreds.
But I love him.
But no one could ever love a Linton.
I love him. I love him too. Oh my god.
Well, that was very emotional. But you did end up with him in the end, didn't you?
I suppose so. I mean, we did get married, even though he was in love with Catherine and I didn't like him anymore because he killed my dog.
Yes, let's take a look at the night that you and Heathcliff eloped at the dismay of everyone, including yourself and Heathcliff.
Heathcliff and Isabella, I ask you to join hands in holy matrimony.
No.
Time for this. Alrighty then. Isabella, do you take Heathcliff to be your maybe lawfully wedded husband?
He killed my dog.
Can't change that now, sweetheart. Heathcliff, do you take Isabella to be your kind of lawfully wedded wife?
Sure.
Okay then. Congrats. I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Heathcliff.
Now let's welcome your brother, the ghost of Edgar. You've had an interesting life, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you really have. Let's take a look at the birth of your child.
Edgar, I hate you so much, you useless and good for nothing but kisser.
You're doing so great, honey. I love you so much. You're such a good soul. God, she is so great, you know. How did I get so lucky?
Ah! Oh, put me back in.
We've got a baby now, folks.
Oh, honey, she's so beautiful. Look at her, Catherine.
She's dead.
So Catherine died. Yikes.
Yeah.
So anyways, bye Edgar. Now back to Isabella. Tell us about your time in London.
It was amazing. I loved London.
Now let's look back at Isabella's time in London.
Ever since I left Heathcliff behind, I just feel so much more comfortable with myself and finding my inner zen. I've started a yoga studio for crazy divorcees and it's going really well. Alright ladies, now just take a deep breath and imagine yourself releasing the knife. Picture it flying towards the horrible ex-husband. Picture it hit him. Release all your air, for your body is at peace with his death.
Wow, Isabella, you really seem to have your life together. But your baby did prove to be quite an issue, huh?
Oh my god, don't remind me. I hated that little brat. Please don't remind me I gave birth to that thing.
Yes, you even warned Edgar about him on your deathbed. I know this might be hard, but I think it's time to take a look at your time with Linton, along with your last moments with your brother.
Linton, please drink the milk. It's organic. I know you only drink organic.
No.
Oh my god, I can't do this. I quit. I can't do it anymore. God, you have to shut up. I hate you.
Izzy, do you have any last words to say to the world before you're off into a great universe?
Edgar, I'm so sorry that you have to take home Linton. Like, that little monster is completely his father, and you know what? Since you're going back to that horrid place, go ahead and tell his father that I said.
It's a lot to take in. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm alright. It's just hard to relive all those dramatic memories that people would have never known about if they'd only read the book and not watched our show.
Yes, it was a wild ride. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Isabella. I'd say I'd come visit you soon, but I seem to be immortal.
Oh, Nellie, it was so nice seeing you too.
It was so nice to see you. Ah, what a sweet girl. Now let's bring on another fan favorite, and my personal favorite, young Catherine.
Nellie.
Hi, it's so nice to see you.
It's so good to see you too.
Have a seat. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Life's been treating me really well.
I'm so glad to hear it. However, you didn't always start off well Wuthering Heights.
No, I didn't. Well, I had a loving childhood. When Heathcliff trapped me in Wuthering Heights, we didn't really get along very well, so he was really horrible to me.
Yes, he was. That devilish man. Let's take a look.
How dare you eat?
Oh, do you want me to, like, die now? Fine, now you can be responsible for killing 2 Catherines.
Wow, wow, wow. Way to shut him down.
I know, Nellie. I really didn't mean to develop into such a cruel person, but, I mean, sometimes you have to hit him where it hurts in order to get the results you want.
Very true. Now, you took special care not to get along with Hareton at all once you arrived at the Heights. Isn't that true?
Yes, me and Hare really butted heads at the beginning, I guess you could say. We didn't really understand each other, and I often mistook his sweetness for insults.
Yes. Shall we take a look?
Hello?
Oh my god, Hareton, you're so annoying, shut up!
It's weird how greatly things have changed, isn't it, dear?
Oh gosh, it's so hard to watch and see how cruel I was to him. I mean, he treats me so beautifully now.
You two certainly found a romance unlike any other in the Heights. Especially compared to the one you had with Linton.
Oh, that was so miserable. Do we have to relive that?
Yes. Yes, we do. Now let's take a look.
I'm so uncomfortable. Stop.
Please just die already. Oh, that was disgusting, Nellie.
Yes, dear, I know. But once he passed, the world gave you such a beautiful love with Hareton. Shall we recall the wedding day? AKA the happiest day of your life.
We are gathered here today to witness the most beautiful, magical, splendid, long-awaited marriage between the most beautiful souls to ever set foot on the ground of Wuthering Heights. I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. Hareton Earnshaw. You may now solidify this marriage.
That gets me every time. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I know, Nellie. I love him so much. I couldn't be happier, really.
That is so wonderful. How have you guys held up since the end of the show?
Oh, we're doing amazing. Hareton and I are actually expecting a child, and Hareton now knows 3/4 of the alphabet.
Oh my gosh, Catherine, that is such amazing news.
I know, he was really struggling with that sharp W sound, but we figured it out eventually.
Well, I meant the child. But yes, I'm happy about that too.
Oh, the child, of course. Silly me. Yes, we're very excited about the child. I'll send you lots of pictures.
Oh yes, please do. It was so nice to talk to you, Catherine. It was so nice to relive all these wonderful and deadly moments that our cast had along the way. Wuthering Heights will forever be in our hearts, and I'd like to thank our dedicated viewers for sticking it out all these years. I'm Ellen Dean, and this has been The Real Housewives of Wuthering Heights.